dishes among Russians in Russian Federation and some of the European countries around it as well. I will be sipping on some kvass, a cup of kvass, also known to Europe or States or the rest of the world as root beer. It does consist of rye bread, and it does contain a little bit of alcohol in it, which is 1.2%. So let's hope I won't get too lightheaded. Also, I will show you and obviously taste some of the hot soups, particularly in this case borscht, also plov or pilaf, known to the rest of the world. Also, I'll taste some of the most favorite salads, such as dressed herring and Olivier salad. Also, I have some sauerkraut in here, or sour cabbage. And we'll taste and take a look at some of the sweets, some of the most favorite sweets, which is Tula gingerbread and zefir. So stay tuned and let's start. The first dish that we're going to try is called borscht. And this is a soup of Ukrainian origins, and it's very popular in Russia as well as Eastern and Central Europe. It's made with beetroot, and that's what's giving it its deep reddish purple color. It is usually served with sour cream. It is one of my favorite soups. And the traditional recipe includes carrots, some tomatoes, beets, potatoes, cabbage, and some bouillon. It does have an incredible rich reddish and purplish color that gives it that different look to it. The smell is also very, very rich. Many people sometimes add garlic into this dish as well. That adds an extra kick to it and makes it extra Russian, I would say. Now, okay, so here we have a dish that is very popular all over the world. It has been found in the 10th century in Central Asia. However, the consistency and the ingredients truly depend on the location and the local cuisine, local preferences. I did make this dish myself. Well, I did make all of the dishes here. However, this one did not turn out that well. I apologize for that. My rice kind of fell apart. So I have a piece of pork here, a piece of carrot. I did add some garlic to it as well, so it really has a lot of aroma. And of course I have added all the proper spices for this dish. And now let's try it. I really like the spices for plov. It always makes it taste just so specific. And of course, many nations have adopted this dish, and now they make it their own. It is very popular to be made with fish, with pork, chicken, beef, veal, basically anything you can imagine. and different nations obviously add different flavorings to them. So now let's move on to the cold salads. Okay. All right. So this dish is called sauerkraut, or sour cabbage, or kvašeная kapusta. That is in Russian. And in Russia we do add Jupiter berry to it, carrots, as well as the cabbage itself. I apologize, I dropped a piece. Now, this dish is basically started off from also sour cabbage. It has been created in kimchi, as kimchi in China. And usually this is created by the process of pickling the cabbage. And it's very high in vitamin C, B, and K. Also, it's very good for immune system. Has lots of calcium and magnesium in it, so it's almost like a super antioxidant food for your body. Okay, so that's the sauerkraut, or sour cabbage, or called kvašeная kapusta. Now, how about we try one of my personal favorites? This one is called Olivier, and I'm so excited to eat it. Olivier consists, in this case, out of bologna, peas, carrots, eggs, pickles, and potatoes, I believe, and it all filled up with mayonnaise. Now let's try it. Just a little piece, so I don't eat too much of it. It's definitely one of my most favorite dishes ever. It's not very healthy for you, however, as you can tell. But it is the most favorite dish to have on the table during holidays such as Christmas or New Year's. A lot of people truly enjoy this. Olivier traditionally is not actually a Russian dish, because the original version, I'm gonna eat just a little bit more, I'm sorry. The original version of this recipe was invented by a Belgian chef whose name is Lucien Olivier. And it has been created in 1860, but in the early 20th century it has been stolen by Ivan Ivanov, a Russian chef, who added different ingredients and made it into this beautiful dish. That's, again, one of the most popular and most traditional dishes on the Russian table. Okay. And I believe he called it actually stolichny. But among people, it's just called Olivier. Let me have a sip of glass. Okay, so I have to be honest. This salad has got to be my most favorite one. This one is called dressed herring, or sild på sjuka, or the actual translation of it is herring under a fur coat. And I assume it's because of the fluffy topping that you get. Now, this one consists of a layer of salted herring fish, followed by some onions, carrots, potatoes, beets, and mayo. Even though it is a little bit weird and quite different, it is definitely one of the most favorite dishes. Most favorite salads, if you want to call it a salad, out there. And I really think I can eat it day and night non-stop, just because how good it is. And again, even though it has fish in it, like pickled salted fish, and it might turn off a lot of people, but it's amazing tasting. Now, let me have a little break, and I'll show you some of the sweets. Alright, so now on to the sweets. Of course, there are a whole lot of different sweets in Russian Federation. I will show you some of the most popular ones, as well as local candy, so to say, sweets. Of course, we have wonderful cakes and many more varieties of sweets, so to say. I'll just show you the most favorite and most basic ones. First one is zefir, and second one of the two is tulski pryanik, or Tula gingerbread. Now, zefir is very similar to marshmallow. It has a lot of sugar and egg whites in it as well. It does have less browns, I would say, as you can see it crumbles. So it's quite different texture from marshmallow, but it's considered to be a similar item. So now let's just bite it off and see. And it's called again zefir. So you can actually hear a little bit of a crunch from this. Even though it's quite soft, it still has quite a crunch. It is very sweet. Very sugary, kind of powdery at times. Very kind of like marshmallow, but more sugar. It is one of my favorites. And this one's just vanilla. Now this one, which is Tula gingerbread. It's actually made in a town that's called Tula. And back in Russia, I'm actually not too far from this city, so we drive by many times. The first Tula gingerbread was created in 1685. And usually it's filled with jam or honey. Let's see. I'm just going to crack it open. So that we can take a look at it from the inside. So again, you can see some of the jam right in the middle of it. And on top, I forgot to show you, it actually says Tulski, which means Tula. So you can see jam, right? It has some glazing on top as well. Let's have a bite. I didn't have these for a while. Quite missed them a lot. very nice jam. It goes right in the middle. Very crumbly. Yet the dough is still quite moist. You can see a little pattern on the bottom. And again, glazing on the top. I think it's decorated perfectly and beautifully. So, good for them. Okay, that would be the ant